one day I'm walking. It might have been the best day of my life. I'm walking just down the sidewalk towards one of the buildings, and then there are these girls outside of an Escalade, and they got the music bumping. They're just twerking on the sidewalk because it was a Tuesday, and that's what you do. Tuesday twerk day, and I'm not mad at you, baby. If that's what you got to do. Go ahead and do your thing. And one of those girls was Megan Good. Sorry, dude, I am so disrespectful. Megan, great. Okay. Where are my manners? I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Zap and this is Jericho, and we are a 6-time international award-winning pop hip-hop music duo band in future. We do clean, fun music that everyone can listen to with a sound that's uniquely Californian. And right now,
yes,
you're tuned in to the Life's a Circus podcast, where we talk about things that are funny, interesting, and ridiculous, just like my outfit today.
Baby.
So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. With someone who might be Hollywood, because this is the third episode when we talk about Hollywood, man.
Okay.
So we're gonna go a little different in this one. And another thing that people don't realize, I guess, if you've ever been to Hollywood or the surrounding parts, LA, is that it's very common to see celebrities and just normal life, doing normal things. Or if you work in Hollywood, you might be working around people that you've seen on TV, stuff like that. So I got a couple of different questions. Let's start off with this one.
Okay.
Have you, you've been here longer than I have, so I think maybe might be more normal to you, but have you ever worked with someone or been around someone for a job where you maybe not geeking out, because I don't know if you're that type, but you're just like, oh man, I used to see them and, I used to watch them every Friday on, whatever. There's somebody that you saw them all of a sudden, you're like, oh man, that's them.
I don't think I've actually seen a celebrity in Hollywood proper, as far as being close enough to see him or interact with them. I think I've seen people running like lunatics in a direction that made me think, oh, somebody's over there. I probably shouldn't go over there, because that's how bad things start. So I've avoided that in general. I have had, in the LA area in general, encounters with, or just being really close to people. I think like Don Cheadle walked past one day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was more of a cool thing, because I think it depends on the level of fame, because there's levels, right? And for him, his level, at least at the time, is like around Hotel Rwanda or whatever. Everyone was kind of like looking, like no one's bothering him. It's kind of like, oh, that's so dope. It's Don Cheadle. And it's kind of looked at him. He's kind of waving and just walked past. So I've seen that, and that was kind of cool. But I met Vivica Fox.
Hey.
Yeah, Vivica. And it was an interesting experience, because I felt, how do I say this? I didn't geek out or nothing. She even said something to me, and I felt pretty special. But I felt her fame, if that makes any sense. And then I didn't really get that, but then being around people that not necessarily like super top of the A-listers, but just people that are known, there was something interesting about them. And my friend's mother, who's a PhD, explained that famous people have this like physically tangible phenomenon where their like electrons expand, so they can literally fill a room with their presence. Like, it's not just a figure of speech. And
wow.
She said, because she's been around, she has a book about it. She said, because she's been around, she used to sing for Elton John and for the Eagles. And she's like, it's just different. Like, you don't have to know they're there. You just start to feel different. And it's because of their, whatever that is, they push it out there. So I definitely have noticed that. It's just a different, and it's, I guess if I was a huge fan of someone that might be a little unnerving, but you feel it and it's cool. So yeah, those have been but I've never come face to face or just walked into a Coffee Bean. I walked into the Starbucks on Jefferson, which is LA, and the girl Liz Kotsky was there. And she was more of a YouTuber that got to actual TV and movie fame. And she was affecting everybody because there was her, and then there was just a big circle of people just kind of like
Yes.
nervously like trying to videotape her without her noticing. And that was the closest I was just like, oh cool, here she is. And so I was physically within 5 feet of her in that situation.
That's so weird to see.
Mm.
I never really talk about this because I didn't really have a prominent part. But I was in Kobe's last, I think it was a Nike commercial, and everywhere there was at least 20 people. Everywhere he walked, it like moved like a cloud. 20 people all around him. Some people talking to him, some people fixing his outfit, makeup, some people just filming for behind the scenes. It was just like, it was so weird to see. But yeah, I guess cause I do the acting stuff. So I guess I kind of have more of these experiences and just having to go and interact with people. But even on the street, I think I told you like one day I saw Magic Johnson going to a grocery store. And just him, and he just I guess that's just his place that he goes to, and like nobody's freaking out. Is everyone's like, hey, what's up, Magic? And he just says hi and picks up his fruits and vegetables. I don't know, wherever he
I mean,
eats.
he's just part of the community. That's all.
Yeah, and there's some people like that who are just like they just out and about. It's just like whatever. And then I think you're right. There's different levels of fame, like that. Going to another basketball player. I saw Jalen Rose in downtown LA just walking down the street. And nobody talked to him, nobody bothered him. And even I wanted to be like, yo, Jalen. But I'm like, I bet people do that all the time and it's probably annoying. But you can't miss a dude who's like almost 7 feet tall.
Right.
Like that's a different person. Like, and it like there's no security guard. There's no like he was just walking down the street. I'm like, all right, well, you know. So yeah, there's a laundry list of other people.
I was gonna say it's like you mentioned, you don't want to bother the celebrity,
Yeah,
but at the same time, I can see it from this angle. This might be the only time I ever see this cat. I gotta say something. Like, who knows? Maybe, hey, Jalen, yo, man, I need you in my next one. I don't know. You never know. I've heard of crazier. Will Smith or whoever, I see him, and then next thing I know, I'm in Independence Day 3. Like, it could happen, right? So, but the bothering part, I definitely don't want to bother somebody. But if I was walking down the street, I'll think about it like this. If I'm walking down the street and someone says, yo, man, I says, what's up? I guess that's okay. So if it's like a greeting without treating them like aliens. Because I think also that famous people don't, for a lot of them, they don't want to be treated famous. And that could be a way to just keep things even. Just, hey, how's it going? I mean, I liked your whatever comment about it, but don't geek out.
Yeah, it's the people who geek out, man. It just makes it like so weird and like borderline dangerous. There's another guy.
Yeah.
There's another guy I used to work with. I don't feel like I should say his name, but he's very famous person. But he was telling me like, yeah, I was at the gas station pumping my gas, and this girl like ran up onto me, and she like literally jumped onto him, and he was like, yo, like it was just weird. Like you just think you just go about your day and get some gas for your car, and then someone like jumps on you. Like it's something. I think there's levels of it to where you basically can't be normal anymore because people just they freak out,
Right.
Another person, I guess I haven't, and I told you about this guy. I could never remember his last name. The dude who played Joanna Man.
Oh, I don't remember his first name, but I
Uh,
do know who you're talking about.
Miguel. And again, it's just so weird when you just people that you've seen. I've seen him in that movie, and then I worked with him. I worked with him on an independent project. And then I worked with him in that Chance the music video, the Chance the Rapper and
Action Bronson.
Action Bronson, yes. And every time he was just like cool. I told you, like, he was one of those people who just like walks up to you and starts talking about whatever he was talking about. Like, and there's some people just, I think you can, like you said, you can feel it. Some people are just like, you know, the celebrity part doesn't matter. They just talk to whoever. And there's some people who are just like real standoffish. You can just kind of tell that.
Yes.
What about celebrity crushes? There's been no one that you.
Oh, infinite amount of those. But I've never seen one.
You've never seen your crush in person?
Well, that would imply I went to go find her, which is borderline illegal. I think I'd rather not do that. But okay. Well, I have seen Megan Good in person. I kind of forgot about that. But what happened was
jealousy.
Well, when we went to USC, there was the kid there, Jet Jackson.
Yes.
Yeah, Jet Jackson went to USC at the same time.
Lee Thompson Young.
Yeah, Lee Young. That sounds right. And so a lot of his celebrity friends would be around, and it'd just be kind of a normal thing because they were all around the same. We're all around the same age. And one day I'm walking. It might have been the best day of my life. I'm walking just down the sidewalk towards one of the buildings, and then there are these girls outside of an Escalade, and they got the music bumping, and they're just twerking on the sidewalk. It was a Tuesday, and that's what you do. Tuesday twerk day, and I'm not mad at you, baby. That's what you got to do. Go ahead and do your thing. And one of those girls was Megan Good. Sorry, I am so disrespectful. Megan Great, okay? Where are my manners? I'm so sorry. I apologize. Megan Great. Let me get for the record. Megan Great was doing the thing, and I was standing there, and we made eye contact for about 4 seconds. And yeah, I forgot how to do every bodily function. I didn't breathe. My heart stopped beating. And if I died in that moment, it would have been fine. So that did happen. And she just got in her Escalade and just they rolled away. But other than her, I don't think I have. I went to go see a Serena Williams game when she was like at the peak of her powers, and that was pretty nice. And I made sure to sneak up to I got the nosebleeds, bro. I snuck up to the third row. It was available, and nobody kicked me out. So there we go. So that was pretty great too. And the view was pretty awesome from there. So those two.
The view of the tennis match, of course.
What else would I be talking about? What else would I be talking about?
This is kind of random, but I forgot to mention it. Is that how short people are?
Oh, that is weird, right?
Yeah. You mentioned USC. It reminded me of Pete Carroll. I saw Pete Carroll. I was going into a gym or something, and then he was walking out. And I'm like, "Hey, it's Pete Carroll." Then I was like, "Hey, it's Pete Carroll." Yeah. This dude is short. Like a lot of people in the movies, and working in it, I learned it's because of the camera. They want people to be on even like we are, basically, where our heights kind of match. But men tend to be taller than women,
right?
And so a shorter man will even up more with an average sized woman. So that's why even people like Arnold Schwarzenegger, dude, is short. Like all these action stars, Kevin Hart is like,
whoever knows that,
insane. But even in person, it's just like, wow. I mean, he's the shortest dude I've ever seen in my life. But there's a lot of other celebrities that are super short. But Jennifer Lopez, dude.
Well, you win. That's all. That's all you had to say. Yeah, that's all you had to. You waited to put on that
Oh,
trump card. That's fine.
dude. Um, Again, one of those people who are like, you see them on TV, how they did something to her where she looks like that, or Photoshop, or they edited.
Natural. It's natural. J-Lo, Jenny from the block. Natural.
I saw her I was part of the audience of that dance. She had some dance show where she was a judge with Neo, or I can't remember what it's called. Man.
Yeah. Touch the head. Touch the forehead. Touch the forehead to bring back the memories better.
I really value our friendship.
Well, okay. I like the preface, but anything you're about to say, I completely understand. I'll just put it out there.
If I had to kick you down a flight of stairs for J-Lo, I'd probably do it.
Yep.
Even in her 50s, because it was like, to have her, you have to kick Jericho down these stairs, and he might not.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jericho. It's not personal.
I understand, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
She looks amazing in her 50s. I was speechless, dude. I've never seen that in my life.
It's rare. It is rare, but it is very nice. So
yeah,
I wouldn't mind seeing some more of that in person, but I don't know. Maybe it just creates this extra level of, I can't have that ever, so I'm just frustrated. Or there's hope. There's hope that maybe someone just as fine just isn't famous that exists, and then she likes me. That's also, because I'll take someone that looks just like that if she doesn't have to be famous.
Yes. And again, there are people, there's a great number of people who look just like that and are not famous. It's incredible.
Didn't you see that thing of the girl looks just like Ice Spice, but she's not? She's like some cashier somewhere, and people just bother her. She's all over social media because they just bother her all the time. Because everything, they say everyone has in the world like 7 exact clones, something like that. Like there are people that look exactly like you. And this girl looks exactly down to everything, the hairstyle, it's kind of uncanny the way this lady looks, but she's all over social media because they tease her for looking like Ice Spice.
Man, see, we were having a good time. You had to bring up Ice Spice.
If we're not talking about her music, I'll talk about Ice Spice all day. Ice Spice cool. She light skinned, man.
Light skinned it did. A little half and half. Yeah. So this has been another episode of the Life of Circus podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share about Hollywood. I forgot what we were talking about. Hollywood stuff. Maybe the whole getup is getting to me, man.
Hey, man. You're already getting there. I know. You got to take it off because it'll affect you for sure.
Yeah, man. It's getting to me.
You got Hollywood eyes, man.
All of a sudden, I want Cambodian breast milk. I don't know where I can find someone to get it for me.
I suggest Craigslist.
Yeah, man. Craigslist, that's a good place to find a gig, or maybe you can find a job. You can find a job if you don't have a job. J-Lo, call me. I'm in love with you. Okay.
They took our jobs. They